We are stepping into May, right? This is May. We're in May right now, and we're not yet halfway through the year yet. And that's exactly why this conversation we're about to have matters. Because before we even get to the halfway point of the year, you've maybe you've got your asking yourself like, what have I actually been focusing on? If that's a thing, if you're kind of like, okay, when the first of the month comes in, we're always wondering, okay, what's this year month's gonna bring? What's this gonna happen? And as I'm recording this right now, here it is late for me, late at night, and I'm trying to get this done before midnight so that I fulfill posting every single day here on YouTube, as I promised. And I just caught myself drifting, like, oh my goodness, okay, what's not working for me? What hasn't landed? What should I be doing by now? Like having all this conversation, and I had to just stop myself going down that rabbit hole because our brain doesn't filter truth. It just filters focus. Whatever it is that we're thinking, we're going, that's what it is. So whatever we keep thinking about, that's what's going to show up for us. And that's what we're going to show more of, right? Regardless of whatever that is. If we're going on that negative tantrum, we will be getting more of that. Likewise, whatever the other side of things is. So when someone starts saying, oh, like, say for instance, if I say, okay, look for like the color blue in your area, like what's blue around where you are, and all of a sudden you see blue everywhere. You see blue, right now I can see one of my kids wearing a blue trousers, like the pen here is blue. You can see. So with that, seeing the blue everywhere, nothing changed. But what happened is my focus did. Now I'm seeing this whole room, but when I just thought about that blue, my mind just went to scanning blue, blue, blue here, blue there, blue. Like focus. And this is the thing, right? And what it reminded me of is something I went to, I did at an event recently where I broke board. And when I was about to break the board, I'll actually show you like um what that looks like. What the remnants of the board breaking. So I'm very proud about this because I'm a badass at being able to do this, right? So this is the original board that I broke, right? Can you see how thick that is? You see that? Yeah, I broke that. And when I talked about like when we focus on that blue, when I was about to break this thing, right, it was about to release, we had to release whatever it is that we're doing. When I was about to break this thing, like, I saw people that went before me, and all they were thinking is like, oh, okay. They're thinking, like they were going for it. And this is the thing. This isn't about strength. People are like thinking, okay, you need to use all your power. And they were like hitting the thing. What I did when it was like, and what they told us to do actually, it was about the focus. I was focusing beyond the board. I was looking at like, what's that? Like the ground underneath is where my focus was. Like before I went, like that's where my focus was on. It wasn't on the board itself, right? It wasn't that. It was more going through. Like I want to see that ground. I want to see that floor. Was where my focus was on. Because if I'd focused on the board, I would hesitate. It would be like, nothing's happening because I'm just thinking just the board. But I was looking beyond it. So my focus went beyond, moved through it, right? When I was about to break this thing. So we don't break through what's in front of you when when the focus isn't on it. You break through when your focus is beyond it, right? So right now is the first of the month, right? And people are thinking, if you're focusing, okay, I haven't done this, this hasn't happened for me, this one, that one, like, I should have, could have, but if you're thinking, okay, what's the possibilities this month can bring for self? What are the things that I can really make happen for me as we enter this new month? Before the halfway point, what is that thing that I can do? So when I was like doing this, thinking beyond that was the focus, right? So as we go into May right now, our focus shouldn't be asking, okay, what's not working? What hasn't have not been able to do? What are the things that I've missed? What am I? We should be more focusing on what am I choosing to see more of this month? What do I want to make happen? What am I training my brain to notice, to choose? That's where the focus is, because that's where we will see opportunities and things that were aligned to make sure this month becomes that which we focus on. Because remember, our brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not, right? And it doesn't know what the meaning of don't. So if you said, I don't want this month to be a flop, I don't want to mess up, I don't want this, I don't want that. The brain does not know the meaning of the word don't. It's, oh, we're gonna mess. Okay, we'll mess up then. Or we're gonna like have a rotten day. We don't want this. It doesn't know don't. So whatever that thing is, we're gonna be focusing on that. So let's change what this month is going to bring for us. What is the thing we're choosing? Because we always default to like, oh man, last month I didn't do this, da da da. Okay, I don't want to. No, let's change the focus. Let's change how we want this to be before we hit the halfway point of this year. How do we want to make this first half end? How do we want to make this month end? Right? It's not all before like what is that we want for self? Let's write it down. What do you want to see more of this month? What do you want to magnetize? What do you want to bring to yourself? Not what are we trying to fix? No, not what are we missing? Because we're not focusing on that. Because when we focus on that, our brain is going to show us proof of the things we're missing. Our brain is going to show the things we want to fix. But that's not what our focus is going to be on this month. Our focus is going to be on what we want to see more of, what we are choosing to bring to self. What are the things that we want to attract to ourselves? What are we building this month? What are the things we're creating? Not what we're lacking. No, we don't have time for that. Let's sit with that. Like, really think about it. Take a moment and, like, what do I want to bring forth this month as we're going into it? And then write it down, because what you write we invite, because that's where our focus is narrowing. And this is why I really want to lock in. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I haven't done this in a while, but I want to do for this month. Is what am I choosing to bring up this month? And I'm going to write those things down. Like a vision board, but this one is more like an intention thing. What's that thing? And I'm going to put it where I get to see it every single day. I wake up, I go in and I can put it in my room and I'm seeing it. Because remember the blue thing we talked about earlier today? I said earlier today. Excuse me. Earlier this video. Oh my goodness. It's the end of the day. All right. Okay. Like we talked about, when you focus on that blue, okay, you're in your living room, or you're in your office, you're in your whatever it is, and you just, okay, now focus on everything that's brown. All of a sudden you're focusing on all the brown things. If it's blue, all the blue, red, whatever that is. So if we now decide what we're bringing in for May, and we write those things down, and we put it where we see it every single day, we go past it, we see it. This is my intention for the month. This is what I want to make happen for me. We write it down, we place it there. We wake up, we pass it every single day, that our brain is like, oh yeah, this is our focus. This is it. So not only is our conscious mind being aware of the intention, our subconscious mind is also aligning. And because we're seeing it, remember what RAS, we've talked about this in previous videos, our reticular activating system, which is kind of like, it is the, what's it called? It's like a radio station. I'm trying to think of an analogy that I can explain this. It's like, when you dial you're tuning in your radio. Back in the day we had those knobs where you're trying to figure out find tune into a radio station that you can listen to. Now it's all digitalized. You just press a button, you get there. But anyway, before you had to like dial in and you start hearing all this noise to get to it. The same is true to this thing we're about to do. When you put that thing out there, right? You've written it down. Your brain is now focusing on like aligning to the frequency of that which you want. Aligns to it, and then it starts showing you opportunities and start doing things. So our job is just every single day, look at it. Look at it so that it will let the brain lock in and start on it. Start aligning to it. We get to do this. Let's have a cheat code this time and focus on what we want, not what we don't want, right? That's what we're gonna do this month. We're coming in because you don't become what you want. You become what you keep focusing on. Let that land. People think it's about, um, this is what I desire, this is what I desire, and why am I not getting it? But we don't know that it's not about that. What are you always thinking about? What are you always talking about? That's where, even though you desire something, but because you're always thinking of the lack or whatever, and you're focusing on that, and your brain is going on loops and things about this other thing, it will keep showing you evidence of that other thing that is not really the desire. The brain's job is just for safety. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't care for what is good or bad or what is like our truth or what is the things that we feel like. It's not his problem. It's only to conserve the energy, is to help. That's his job. So whatever we're thinking we're not good enough, that this month is not going to be like, man, it's going to be hard. I'm not sure if I'll be able to like make, da, da, da. We're focusing on it. We're going to get more of that. We're going to get more of why this month is not going to be it for us. We get to change that. Put your thing out there. Put your desires, your intention, what you want for this month to be. Let's get into that. This first half of this year in like on a high, on a thing that yes, I put my focus, I made it happen. Ended the first 6 months brilliantly and it's like locked in. Let's make it happen. Let's not feel, oh man, oh, it's just month five. I haven't done. We're no longer signing up for that. We're focusing with intention, putting in our, like, where our attention and attention goes, the magic will start flowing, right? So for me, May is all about the intention. What am I going to be doing more of? What am I going to be focusing more of? And focusing better than I've previously done. I am Nene. We do this every single day. Your voice matters. Remember that. And it's your time to use it. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.